Are we on? I was looking at my phone trying to figure out if we're on, but I don't even know where the Venus to Mars channel is. So anyway, my name is Lynette. I'm standing here in front of you because Venus is still hooking up cords for cameras because she's she's freaking out a little bit because she didn't realize what time it was. Earlier today, pardon me, obviously we had some champagne. Earlier today, we celebrated the season with Easter bunnies. We did not eat any rabbits. We ate Cornish game hens, and we ate Easter eggs that were in cups like this. We had Easter eggs like this. By the way, if you want to get them this color or this color or this color, dye brown eggs, I recommend it. Anyway, and we ate chocolate and I'm just buying time for you. Have you hooked everything up? You're the host. This is your channel.
Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry. I got working to get the sound right. I think I got it, so it's not going to peak this time. But then I just looked up and it was 7:45, and I was scrambling because I hadn't even gotten the cameras started. So we're gonna start now.
Do we know if we're actually on?
We're on.
How
Yeah,
will we know
people,
if we're not on?
They're already chatting,
Oh.
so you can go talk to them.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get my guitar.
Okay. Venus is going to get her guitar. And Anthony will be here too presently. And I think I will exit the stage.
Oh, I had so many plans. I had so much time in my head that was coming up, and it's not happening. I got to take this off mute. Okay. So is the guitar too loud? I don't think so. And I'm gonna look. So I wanted to. So everybody knew that I gave away my album Trashed and Brokenhearted, and I thought I would try to do some cuts off of that. And let me just look at my lyrics because I haven't done these in a long time. And I'm going to try. So I got to explain to Lynette how to switch between the cameras. All right, here we go. Oh, God. it again, if that's okay with you. Hold your breath, it's the ocean. Hold your breath, hold emotion. You won't cry, you won't try. Hold direction, sink or swim. Empty skin, course correction. Clouds will drift near the water. Clouds will drift as you falter. Are you lost? Are you still? Shift lines. Sink or swim, empty skin, course lines. Hold your breath, it's the ocean. Hold your breath, no motion. You won't cry, you won't try. Lost direction. Sink or swim, empty skin, no connection. Let me know on chat if we're peaking still. I think we're okay. Yes. Oh, so I gave Trashed and Brokenhearted away. So go to my social medias, Facebook or Twitter, even Instagram, and if you go down back in the list, I gave it away free. So I gave out the address to my Dropbox, and that has all of those songs for that album, plus the artwork. So it's free. You just have to find it on my Facebook feed or my Twitter feed or my Instagram feed. So kind of backtrack on that. If you wanted to buy it, I'm sold out. So if you're looking for like the physical copy, you can try Amazon.com because a lot of people sell their used ones there, and you might be able to find it. And then some record stores might have them, but they're all used. Electric Fetus, you can try some of the local ones if you're from Minneapolis. But yeah, sorry. It's kind of, yeah. Okay, let me try another one here. put a compressor on here, but I had to like, I'm the tech person as well as trying to do the performing, and yeah, it's crazy because we're all alone here on this. We have cats. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try. Let's see. Jackie Ray was a bartender at the center. She's got her past, just a T-girl, they like her. Built like a biker, she'll kick your ass. Still Miss Jackie, she won't say all this disarray. Was it worth it all? Cause she's had to stall. And she says, I've changed all that I am, and I've changed best that I can. All of my dreams are ahead in the future. I know I can make it, I just have to take it. Always, always, just have to. Always, always. Terry the drunk just got sober in October. 3 months have passed, now it's Christmas and invites and those late nights. He's done his task. Still last night things went hazy. Terry went crazy. And he fucked it all. Terry got home at a crawl. Still he says, I've changed all that I am, and I've changed best that I can. All of my dreams are ahead in the future. I know I can make it, I just have to take it. Always, chases addiction, her affliction, and the damage done. She is not quite of this world or the next world, but she has her son. As a young man, he scolds her, "Mom, you're older," and the shit starts to show. Just to let you know, and I think I've got to go. But I love you so. And she says, "You've changed all that I am, and I've changed the best that I can. All of my dreams I pass on to your lifetime. You ask me to climb, and I try, but it's this kind of always, always this kind of always, always this kind of always, always this kind of always, always." So that song is a new one that's going to be on the world looks like by then. But stay in touch, and you'll know. There's a few songs. I'll try maybe doing another one at tonight at one of the two sets, either the first or the second. I'm not sure. Do you guys want to try to read something? Who wants to go first? Lynette? Lynette is going to go first. Okay, if she comes. And then I'm going to go and chat a little bit. So just keep us updated on how this is all going. And yeah, we were going to have more cameras, but I ran out of time. Oh, and if anybody's looking at the timestamp on the bottom, I just got this camera here, this wide angle one with that makes these backlights look purple, which is kind of cool, I thought. The timestamp is wrong, and I don't know how to fix it, and I don't have the time to do it yet. So I have to Google, and I'll fix it before we do it again, or I'll get rid of it completely. But it's working. So okay, here's Lynette.
This is going to be like one of those conspiracy theory things, you know. This didn't really happen because look at the timestamp. So anyway, okay. I'm just going to read from a few pages from what I think is going to be the last chapter of my memoir about being married to Venus, and I think once I start reading it, it'll make its own sense. It's called The Dawn. Picture a girl who always behaves, who follows rules if they were a steel rod sewn in the spine of her jacket. Picture a girl who appreciates good posture. Picture a girl who slouches when that jacket is taken off. Picture a girl infected with jazz, whose parents are out of town for the weekend. I call myself a girl because I'm 17 when this happens. At 17, I'm still a lot more kid than woman. I've hardly ever had a drink. I've only had a couple of boyfriends, and all we ever did was kiss. But I've learned how to play jazz lately. Someone heard me playing radio songs by ear on the piano, and the next thing I knew, I was signed up for 10th grade jazz ensemble. I like to improvise. I stopped practicing a while ago because I really never liked it, but I can play jazz just by going to class every day. I know it was a lazy, bad idea to stop practicing. Now my fingers don't always hit the right notes, but then I say I'm off improvising on some weird Ionian or Dorian scale. If I just keep my fingers moving really fast in the right general area, people seem to be impressed. And I'm, well, pretty jazzed by the sound of the rhythm, the mixture of notes that blend together, talk together, sometimes shout together, sometimes just sing and hug and throb together. All these notes that unexpectedly have something to say to each other. I just love it. But Toshiko Akiyoshi, by the way, that's a real jazz person, pianist, was not impressed. Our band had just finished a jazz clinic with her, and she singled me out as someone who was not really altogether there, someone who was often faking it. Yeah, she was absolutely right. I was embarrassed, but she knew. She knew when I was faking it. I was covering up a lot of errors. She's a piano player, and she saw straight into the part of my brain that makes my fingers move. That critique was supposed to make me straighten up and fly right, but it didn't. It never does, and I don't know why. So I know I'm something else. I don't know what I am. I'm not going to play piano the way she wants me to, but I love jazz. I'm still addicted to jazz. So Toshiko Akiyoshi and Lou Tabakin have done their workshop, played their gig, left town, and all that's left are some college students, jazz professors, and a handful of high school students, and me. I'm in the high school student category. And my parents are out of town, so I have no time I have to be home by, and I follow the group. We end up at a hotel bar, Duluth's famous Black Bear Lounge. There's a jazz combo on stage playing, and everybody knows everybody, and pretty soon everybody starts sitting in. They open their black instrument cases, and out come horns, saxes, a flute. The bass and drum kit are already up, no keyboard, although I won't sit in, but I'm part of the song. I'm careful to ignore the wait staff so no one cards me. I don't need a drink, I don't need food, I've got sound. I sit stage left. I can talk to people I know, but mostly I'm just listening, watching, being. A boy I'm in love with, one of the many boys I'm in love with, plays alto sax, then switches to soprano sax. A high, sighing sound soaring over the bed of basses and drums. They drop back for a drum solo, 16 bars, 32 bars, a little longer. The bass player watches the drummer intently, silently fingering along an imaginary line, one of many possibilities he's dreaming of. Greg on sax presses his lips to the reed, moves his fingers against the metal keys, eyes moving from drummer to bass player to drummer again. Finally, the drummer nods, the bass player strides in with a nice fat walking line. 4 bars later, Greg is in, and they're a team, they're a chorus. Later, the bass gets his turn, later a trumpet. Last call floats by, is remembered, then forgotten. Someone's got a flugelhorn. People leave the stage. People come back to the stage. Applause after every solo. I know how to do that. I can do that. I move my hands along with the table until chords. I'm Dave Brubeck, and I imagine the way these notes would look on a staff of music, jagged towers of thick black notes stomping their mad dance across the page. People leave, more people arrive, unpacking their instruments, moving onto stage, playing to the night, sitting back. So much watching and listening, like detectives following clues to a bigger pattern, then singing out their discoveries in liquid, angular notes. Then I notice the light has changed. Light from the far windows is brighter. It isn't night anymore. The morning cleaning crew is here, and they're standing patiently, a little awkwardly, waiting for us to recognize the cue. The music ends, the instruments get packed in their black cases, and I'm out on the street trying to remember why I parked Dad's car. A warm, delicate light bathes the empty main street of the city, Superior Street. I've never seen it like this, so large, so calm. The sun feels like apple blossoms, cool and light on my skin. Now the light kisses me. This must be love, and it's not just a boy that I love, but everything. These sounds, this angle of light. Dawn comes to the quiet city. The sound is like crystal. Every tone shines in the air. I don't know it then, but this is how I will fall in love for real. And this is how I will stay married. Thank you.
This one? I'm going to use this one. Hello. So I have decided to read some poems that I would consider some of my favorites. Um, I usually read my own writing, but I figured this would be a chance to um, exist in the space of another's poetry. And sometimes that can be very nice to step away from our own art and experience, I don't know, someone else's. So, I have two poems I'm going to share. The first is called We by the poet Layli Long Soldier. And this is her book. It's called Whereas. It was published by Grey Wolf Press, and it's fantastic. We, because of our breath, a troop of marching ants blows from the page. We did this together, yet she doesn't like my use of we, the presumption, indeed the rude inclusion, the line in a poem I shouldn't overstep, black vertices, upturned horizon, partition marked as center. Now I address you as you, so as to center myself, to write and to follow the line comfortably. I pace my steps, toe to heel to toe, counting the lengths I go to retrace myself back. You and I are not we, correct? And for you, I have forgotten why ants in a line dispersed from a singular breath. And then the next poem that I have is by the writer Louise Erdrich, and it's in her collection Original Fire. And I don't know, I think it's a nice poem for the current situation that we are all facing, really. And it's called Advice to Myself. Leave the dishes. Let the celery rot in the bottom drawer of the refrigerator, and an earthen scum harden on the kitchen floor. Leave the black crumbs in the bottom of the toaster. Throw the cracked bowl out and don't patch the cup. Don't patch anything. Don't mend. Buy safety pins. Don't even sew on a button. Let the wind have its way, then the earth that invades as dust, and then the dead foaming up in gray rolls underneath the couch. Talk to them. Tell them they are welcome. Don't keep all the pieces of the puzzles or the doll's tiny shoes in pairs. Don't worry who uses whose toothbrush or if anything matches at all. Accept one word to another or a thought. Pursue the authentic. Decide first what is authentic, then go after it with all your heart. Your lips from screws, from saved baby teeth, or worry if we're all eating cereal for dinner again. Don't answer the telephone ever or weep over anything at all that breaks. Pink mold will grow within those sealed cartons in the refrigerator. Accept new forms of life and talk to the dead who drift in through the screened windows, who collect patiently on the tops of food jars and books. Recycle the mail. Don't read it. Don't read anything except what destroys the insulation between yourself and your experience, or what pulls down, or what strikes at, or what shatters this ruse you call necessity. And I'll also mention that you can get both of those books online at www.birchbarkbooks.com, which is the independent bookstore I work at. Support your local independent bookstores. Okay.
So I'm going to choose another. I just got a note that the guitar was too loud. So I just turned it down. It's going to sound the same for us out here, but I turned it down in the software. So hopefully it'll work. Send me a note or on the chat wall if I need to turn it up. We're all in this together. Help me out. Help me find my pick. Gotta use my backup one. I brought it with me. Okay, I'm gonna. Let me try another one off of Trashed and Broken Hearted, and then give me a chance to just kind of go through it all. Let's see. And I find stuck on this planet 8 years and I'm blind. 8 years isn't time, but I fucked up my plans, and 8 years isn't kind. It tucks up inside you, stays near, never shines. A fear always finds a fucked up disaster, and glitter never shines. Well, Jesus never cried, stuck 'em in heaven. Well, Jesus, where am I? And left after, and crisis never cries. 8 years and I'm find I'm stuck on this planet. 8 years and I'm blind. 8 years isn't time, but I fucked up my plans, and 8 years isn't kind. Ah, Jesus, now I'll cry, 'cause I'm stuck in disaster, and crisis always flies. Oh, is it? Is there anybody in the chat that said that it sounds okay now? Sounds okay? Okay, good. It's hard because I'm like, the mixing board is over there and I'm trying to do this and I got my headphones on and I'm like, no, no, no. And I'm trying to run the mixing board upside down. It's a challenge. What we're doing is we're doing, oh, give me, my iPad. We're doing 2 sets. So the first set is here on Ustream or YouTube, and that's I know, right? And for everybody. And then the second set is going to be on my Patreon page at the lowest tier. I actually I made the lowest possible tier that they will let you do, which is $2 a month, and that allows everybody who's at that level can do it. So if you kind of want to go over there, you can even just do it now for this show and then just like get rid of it and cancel it if you want to. But if you want to go to patreon.com Venus to Mars / Venus to Mars and just grab that lowest here, and then you'll catch me again when we take the break, and then and I'll rehearse it a little bit better. But I'm enjoying it. I want to read. I want to read from my memoir right now. So let me just do that. And if we run just a little bit late, for Patreon people who are watching, just be patient. I'll get it set up. Okay. This is going to be the opening part of my memoir at this point, anyway. Mid-March 2004, then again at 3. I drift in and out of sleep as I listen. The awful retching destroys any scrap of chance. My dreams will pull me beyond my present world. Here I am, smack right back in it. I wonder how long he can manage this. The drinking. I knew him before. I worry. Around 3:15 or 3:20, he stabilizes. I hear him feel his way. fingertips leading a path along the dim hallway walls, a smooth, continuous sound, light brushing. I feel the irregularities of plaster on my own fingertips as I listen, as if my own hands are somehow switched with Teddy's. His progress continues towards where I sleep on the floor under blankets curled on my side, on my thin, flesh colored, convoluted foam cushion just in from the hallway. He turns at my feet and cautions his way forward, fingertips now brushing only air. I hear movement under the oak lintel between the hallway as I imagined his outstretched walls to guide until he reaches his bed and collapses. Within minutes, his sleep heavy breathing rhythms me back to my dream escape. And to drinking, it's not like I'm guiltless. For example, a month and a half previous, in the evening, when I first move in with Teddy, the same day Lynette and I separate for the second time. He and I get so drunk on scotch together at the CC Club 2 blocks down from his apartment that I can hardly see. We stumble trading complaints of unpredictability, of life and relationships, of loss. And as we talk, we are amazed at the irony of it all. The irony that I, the one in the stable relationship, have moved in. And it's here that my thoughts begin to dislodge from my drunk brain like a pile of sticks, like a pile of sticks and leaves freed by a downpour, like a gutter dam fractured, leaf by leaf, stick by stick, trash bit by trash bit, till momentum overtakes and the whole damn thing rushes forth, born broken on a glittering rush of rain-swelled liquid, all bits and free and flushing through the sewer as if never to be seen again. Or so I think. Because this storm dam is the brick of my sadness, coaxed loose from behind my tear-swollen eyes by the scotch we've downed. Its musty earth intoxication reaches up and gently caresses till everything just drops. The back of my throat burns all the way, and I am relieved by the alcohol soaked head. Disconnected as we stumble along the bar closed sidewalks. The two of us collapsed in each other's arms and blind with laughter as we navigate to his apartment. We claim friendship forever in this newfound singles life of mine and my lovely new home until the morning when I find instead myself alone, flat on the floor of an apartment I've only occasionally visited before. My sadness re-envelops, the brick returns, and I weep in silence, unmoving, eyes closed, in this strange, cold floor. Okay, I'm going to end there and I'm going to do one more song. So yeah, in the memoir, I start right off where Lynette and I have parted, and it did happen. Oh, there's and we're both writing memoir, as you probably know by now. So you can go and read both perspectives on the arguments that we're writing about, including that one. Okay, I'm going to do this off of, this is the closing song for the first set, and it's a song off of my album Creature. And hearing of people dying, I just heard this morning of a drag performer I knew out in New York who died of COVID. She was older, but I remember her, and it was startling to read. Um, so this song is kind of about dying. It's about dying, but it's not about being afraid of dying. It's called Home. My breath holds my death. My breath, my life holds my breath. My breath, my fear moves from here. My fear, my eye. Barbed wire gives you pain. Barbed wire, this wire, barbed wire keeps you sane, on fire. Your wire, your hate dies too late, wrapped and bound. This hate my home, my fire. I wanna take me home. This pyre crush my heart on fire. I wanna burn these bones, go higher. My home, my heart squeezes dust. My start, ashes to rust. This heart we must trust to start. will be free. My dreams are there. I will be free. My heart is there. I will be free. I will be there. I will be free. Sisters are there. I will be free. Brothers are there. I will be free. Mothers are there. I will be free. Fathers are there. I will be free. Buddha is there. I will be free. Allah is there. I will be free. Vishnu is there. I will be free. Jesus is there. I will be free. Lovers are there. I will be free. We are all there. We will be free. All right. So thank everybody for sticking with us, and for the Patreons that are sitting here too and getting ready to go over there. I'm going to run over and try to get it started as soon as I can. And just thank you all so much. And 2 more weeks, we're going to do this again, and we'll come up with new stuff to do. And I'll try to keep you all up to date.
Thanks for tuning in and tuning in.
Turning in. Don't turn in yet.
Don't go to sleep yet. No. And just remember the Easter Bunny. Okay. And now Venus will shut it off. Yes? Okay. End of show. Bye-bye.